It's always something going on, y'all. I mean, something like can't catch a break.
Ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey, Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world. That's what we talk about. It ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Use a different snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views. That's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the big picture.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The bigger picture.
Yeah,
The bigger picture. This guy's in Rome. What the hell's going on here, man?
He's in Rome. He's virtual. I was gonna say he's virtual head, but that sounds kind of crazy.
That's virtual head.
Virtual head. We got
Gotta put the little ticker on, like live from Rome.
live from Rome. How
You're
you
really
feeling?
in Rome? You're really in Roman in Rome?
Oh yeah, I am in Rome right now, Elliott. You know what I'm saying? Came across the world, Mason. We gonna get into that. I got some big announcements. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime,
it would be ad because I don't got YouTube Premium, y'all. So stick.
hold on 1 second. My tea is ready.
Oh my God, this guy's stunned. Look at this guy.
He's got
at his
gonna get
5-star
tea?
hotel with his FY jacket. Will I am? I don't have an FY jacket. What's going on with my FY jacket? Will I
Why
am?
does this feel like a press
Hey,
conference?
Big Will. As Tyler calls him, Big Will. Oh, Big Will, with my FY jacket, man.
Yeah, we got a little Tyler shout out. Tyler's story shout out. Felicia the Goat. He shouted out our Big Will.
He acknowledged
Will
your
I Am clip.
movements.
You know what I
So
mean?
Jeremy, again, talk about why this is such a culturally important moment for yourself and for the culture at large.
So this moment was so crazy because when I first had ran into Will I Am, I interviewed him in a car. It was supposed to be a 15-minute car.
You did a car test?
We did a car test.
No, buddy.
We didn't
Watch
call it
yourself,
that.
buddy.
They invited everyone to just use your idea and do car tests with him. And
not that chubby white dude was running around doing it.
no, not him.
What was his name? What's the
James
chubby white dude? James Corden.
He is a chubby white dude.
Chubby white dude running around doing it.
So when I first was interviewing him in there, it was like supposed to be a 15-minute interview about the car. I had the Tyler question, but I was like, this feels out of context to ask because I can't just ask out of nowhere. So then I kept waiting. I was like, there's going to be another opportunity. You and I sat down with Will for a promo for FYI, and that felt
we
like
didn't get no jackets and shit though. Like
DJ jackets, but that felt like the wrong opportunity. So then when Will came in and was trying to do, we weren't prepared, but he was doing a podcast with us that day. It was 2 days after he had basically come full circle on this Tyler the Creator moment and had talked to him about it. It felt like divine timing that I could ask him this final question, close the loop on this bet from 10 years ago, and then for Tyler to see it and repost it and kind of acknowledge this internet myth or lore for 10 years, a decade later. Not only for hip hop was crazy, but for me, like Tyler's in my top 5 favorite artists of all time. He's one of the people I feel like I've grown with over time. So this almost brought a tear to my eye. I got a little emotional.
Full closure, man. Full closure. So. You woke up to academics kicking your back, I saw that first.
So Elliott texted in our group chat. He was like, the highs and lows. What a day for Jeremy. I got dissed by academics, 25 minutes he gave me in the morning, and then at night, Tyler the Creator co-signed me. I figured that was the right side of history, though. If Tyler's praising and Ack is dissing, you're doing something right.
Yo, Hed, why do you think that everybody's still fascinated by you and Jeremy's review of this Sexy Songs album, man?
Hey, man, listen, bro. Jeremy be having wild takes. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the season for white men in hip-hop to have wild takes. You know what I'm saying? So,
I
take white dudes.
Hey, I'm going to stop it right there. If y'all don't know, if Jeremy be having takes, hey, when it be like something serious or trying to go to a topic and ask DJ Hed about an opinion for real, he gonna say something else and take the whole conversation somewhere else. But it's so funny because Hed know what he be doing, yo. It's so funny.
Yeah, we'll get to some weird takes later. Yeah.
But no, I think it's what Charlamagne told me. He said everybody gets a turn. And I believe that 100%. I really think that's the truth. So, I'm glad that Jeremy Hecht is getting his issue right now.
It's Jeremy's turn?
It's my turn?
Jeremy's turn. Well, no, this ain't even like a weird case.
Are we supposed to, in his words, inherit his beef? Are we supposed to ride for Jeremy? If he's getting his back kicked in, are we supposed to save him? If academics choose a fair one with Jeremy, am I supposed to hop in? Am I supposed to protect my guy?
Well, I mean, what does your spirit tell you to do, King?
He said, talk to the spirit.
I like Jeremy going up. I think he can handle a little bit. I think you let your little man fight, see how it's going first. Let him scrap up. If he's handling, you let it rock. That's how I'm looking at it, right? I don't see nothing going on. I feel like it's a good challenge for Jeremy. I feel like Jeremy's exposure is growing, obviously. Pause, whatever that means. You know what I mean? So I'm fine with it for now. If it got dirty head and my mail was being done dirty, then I would pop in and be like, yo, But I think it's in a good place.
I think it's Jeremy's turn. You know what I'm saying? Let him get a turn.
Also, academics did the classic thing of like, I don't know who this white boy is, and they said Jeremy. Like, so
he gave me 25
I don't know who
minutes.
this white boy is.
25 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes. Call me a bitch. Call me
25
gay.
minutes?
Call me a cunt.
He gave you a
And
Charlemagne?
then after the 25, then he goes, "Yo, Jeremy, listen. I know you're gonna be upset about this. I know, like, don't be mad."
Oh, he consoled you, though.
Yeah. So that was the very end of the clip.
So how mad did you really get? Because you said, "Oh, this is what Jeremy." Remember that you saw the dude text like, "Yo."
What'd be so funny is because I watch Academics Lives all the time. So when he started talking about Jeremy, I was like, man, look, like Academics gonna always turn something on. Now Academics got the power to know how to flip some stuff in the name of content, yo. So what's going on?
So for me next week, I really got to get some things off my chest.
You know, whenever Jeremy's gonna crash out, we just gotta sit back and sip our tea, bro.
What kind of tea you got?
This is a chamomile because like in regular life, I'm ahead of you guys. So
wow, why are we getting shots? Damn. Well, you are ahead.
It's nighttime here, so you know I'm drinking my chamomile to wind down. It's been a long day. We have some great announcements before Jeremy does his crash out. Can we get into some big announcements?
Let's talk. What we got,
King?
So I sent Alex a photo. But I've been keeping a secret from the world, including you guys.
Okay, you are hiding a child?
I'm not hiding a child. I'm not hiding a child.
We ain't got no insurance here. The bigger picture ain't got no insurance. We ain't got none of that shit. You know what I mean? So
no, I'm not hiding a child. What I have been doing though is for the past 6 months, I have been working with will.i.am and the FYI team to bring to life something that's called FYI Radio.
Woo.
And today it launched here in Rome, in Italy, with the entire Mercedes-Benz collaboration. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Julie Pilot and everybody at FYI. But yeah, my official job title within the company is music curation lead. I lead a team of dope, talented individuals to curate all of the music for the radio stations for FYI Radio. And we launched today globally, and it's a big deal. So
let's go.
Yeah. Allow me to be a part of it, which is, you know, why Ellie was talking shit about the jacket. But, you know,
you got a nice jacket, man.
Do we have a certain BPM that radio is going to live at?
Is the BPM rule being fully enforced on this channel?
You already know what time it is. But yeah, that's you know, just
that's why your international travels are going on right now, basically, is what you're saying.
There's been a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, and you know, I haven't wanted to keep. I mean, obviously, y'all see me around the office, y'all know stuff.
You didn't tell us shit,
like,
man. What the fuck? You don't tell us nothing, man.
I mean, you know, there's like paperwork in place and stuff. So
Jeremy know about that. Jeremy know about that paperwork. You know,
15. You know what I'm saying? No, congrats though. This is huge. Huge.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right only because if you guys don't know, will.i.am did like the other type of Mercedes. I think like when it turned corner and go boom, 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 or like when you press on brake, like it makes sounds and noises. So if y'all don't know, go back, find it on YouTube. will.i.am integrating, I believe something maybe with like Beats or something. I know he was with Beats, like a partner of them back a little bit ago. I'm not sure if he still is now. I think Beats sold to Apple, but he did a whole lot of stuff in some of the previous Mercedes-Benz trucks. They are introducing the FYI stuff to the new electric cars.
For the radio world, huge for the technology, AI world, but also huge for
how
the
does it affect me?
Well, if you want to go get a new Mercedes, FYI Radio is coming to a Mercedes near you. Okay. Just launched in 10,000 Mercedes right now, and soon to come, hopefully all of them in the world.
I'm now imagining. Cheers to that. I'm now imagining every announcement Elliott sees. He goes, "But how does this affect me?" Like, so you got like a wedding, you got a wedding invite in the mail. But how does this affect me?
Am I free that day? That's Saturday. Open on my schedule. You went to the Sistine Chapel today. How was that experience like? And did you pray for the bigger picture?
If you hate constantly being spammed by ads, you need a download Pi, a free Chrome extension that blocks ads on all your.
I didn't necessarily pray for the bigger picture, but I did pray. I prayed for success for all of us as a community.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I did go to the Sistine Chapel today with Julie. We kind of went on a Vatican like drive by, like because the Vatican is set up in such an interesting way. Well, not like that.
A drive by.
Like the same way Elliott did.
The Vatican is set up in such an interesting way where you can spend literally all day there. Like literally all day. And I was like, bro, I only got 90 minutes. And so we were able to do most of it in 90 minutes. But I'm talking about we were moving. I'm talking about sweating. Like it's a big ass place. Big place. Sorry. Big place.
So it's like a workout.
It's a full workout, bro. And I mean, depending on how fast you're moving. And then once we did make it to the Sistine Chapel, I was just like, we're about to leave. And I'm like, hold on, I'm in the Sistine Chapel. Like I gotta say a prayer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just prayed for myself and, you know, health and wealth for the homies and the success and everything. And, you know, the bigger picture, stay on street.
Speaking of health and wealth, I feel like I'm interviewing DJ Hed. When you left us, all of a sudden you're in London. Now you got some ER, you got some shit in your arm. Like, what the fuck's going on, man? We gotta be scared of shit.
Health, okay.
Health, what's going on?
I got so worried.
Don't be scaring us and shit.
What happened was, No, so what happened was I ran into Jeremy at the premiere of No.
I knew it was Jeremy's fault.
Jeremy Hect here with Up Rocks. We are outside of the bigger picture universe right now, but sometimes worlds collide. We saw the one and only Mr. West Coast himself, the Coast Guard, the guy that you need to know in all of Los Angeles if you know anything about music and beyond. He's taking it worldwide. He's off to Europe this week. We're here with the one and only DJ Hed.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. You notice we on the black carpet.
If you get the carpet there,
Yeah.
do you feel more comfortable on the black carpet than the red carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always been on black.
Always been on black. What are you betting on in 2025 when it comes to music? Any predictions for the year? We're still early. It's only March.
I think we're in the dot era.
Where's Elliott? The
Yeah.
numbers just came back, and GNX is number one on the charts for the third time.
I'm not surprised.
No.
I told you I was gonna be alone 4 years.
You weren't lying.
No.
Do you think Nokia can make a run towards the number one spot potentially as a hit?
I think if it was gonna do that, it would have did it, right?
I don't know. It could have a late bloom.
It could. We'll see what happens. I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to see. Dot era is here. And anything else musically that you're looking forward to?
Well, Miles Minnick has a project that's about to come out in the near future.
Yep.
I'm excited about
Your Glow
that.
Nation now. You just got it was your chaining day the other day
It was
with
my training
Glow
day.
Nation.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that. I didn't know that was a thing.
How did it feel?
It was weird. Yeah, I don't wear jewelry.
It was a God chain though, so I feel like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it was
it's a little different.
extra glow.
Yeah, extra glow.
And what about movies? You're here at the Novocaine premiere. Is there something that you love about the movie world? Because we know you love Marvel, but like, what's your taste in movies like?
I like movies like this. I like weird stuff. Like I like action. I like thrillers. I like comedies.
Yep.
A little bit of mixture of all the three.
And did you bring a date tonight?
No, just Silas.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually when I have to do a carpet, Silas usually with me shooting my BTS.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look, let me show you. It's just like a lot of like stuff like this.
Oh, there we go. He's walking up. Photographers. Oh yeah. Do you have poses in mind, or you kind of go let it flow?
No, I just kind of like just kind of stand there.
Did you smile at all?
I did smile.
Okay.
A little bit of teethage.
Yeah.
Is teethage a word?
Yeah, you can make it a word.
You're a journalist. Is teethage a word?
I doubt it's a real word,
Okay.
but it sounded good.
All right, for sure.
It sounded good. All right, well, we'll let you get to the movie, but anything else you want to tell the bigger picture fam, Up Rocks, your audience?
Yeah. Hey, where's Elliott?
Elliott, I just want to let you know, we didn't know that we were both going to be here, so technically we both didn't let you know ahead of time, but we didn't know that each other were going to be, so don't be mad. You were focused on the charts. It was right when the dot era battle was going on. We didn't want to interrupt you. So
That's the only question I have is where's Elliott? You know what I'm saying? I see you. I don't see Elliott.
Yeah, no, he'll be here. So, actually, people want to know if we're ever going to get Look That Shit Up merch.
I am working on some Look That Shit Up merch.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right, we'll wait for that.
Look that shit up.
Now, y'all know
I didn't make you go to the hospital.
Y'all know Elliott is gonna crash out when y'all leave him out. He tell y'all every week why y'all don't invite him. Y'all going here, y'all going there. Now, one thing I will give Elliott his props for, he will stay on social media all day. You want to know why? Because I'm up there all day too. And he gonna post and I'm gonna be in the comment section. But y'all gotta start inviting him out to these places because y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong. Y'all know he trying to get out. Y'all know he trying to be in the streets. And y'all keep not inviting him nowhere. And y'all know y'all doing it on purpose. But that's the funny part. And Hed, we do want that Look That Shit Up merch. Hed, I love that term.
And white people are the cause of disease and famine.
Hypertension.
No, I'm fucking with
Oh my God.
So
Hed,
we were
right. So y'all gotta understand, like, as we watching this, right? Like, we just always, it's like a family here, right? And I'm just saying it because I myself watch them and we feel like family, right? But as a show, you should want to feel like that. And it's like, whenever Hed or Elliott or Jeremy say something, it's like we having flashbacks in our brain of like, what do we remember, what we conspire on while listening to what they have to say. Now, Hed, this man mama just said something to you. And you gonna talk about the white people and stuff. Man, you cannot make this up. It's just so funny. But Jeremy mama know that Hed don't mean no malice towards him. But it just be so funny how Hed be saying stuff. And then last episode, he was talking to Jeremy's mother. Like, hey, it'd be some wild takes up here.
I was there at the premiere, and then I was doing a virtual meeting with the doctor, and the doctor was like, I was describing, like, I started having some numbness. Like my head went numb, like I was just numb right here, and so I thought it was like a central nervous system problem. Obviously, multiple sclerosis, there's stroke. There's a lot of different serious health things that people are concerned about. So the doctor was like, "You need to go to the ER just to get checked out." And I spent the night there. They didn't have beds, so I was in the hallway in the bed, like leaned up against the wall. And so it was all good. They ran all the tests. I did a CAT scan. I did an MRI. I did blood. I pay a lot of money for health insurance in America and Elon Musk's New America. So I tell them every time I go to the doctor, I tell them to run everything, bro. Run. Have you been exposed to it? Yep. Run it. I want to run all the tests.
All the tests. And then you got on the plane, then you went to the airport?
I got out the ER, I got discharged, and I went straight to get my bags and went straight to the airport and flew to London.
Ooh.
And then
Superman.
London.
Spider-Man or Superman?
Spider-Man or Superman.
And then in the morning at 4 a.m., I'm going to get up and go back to London for 3 days, and then I'll be back next week.
Prayers head to you. That's a real grind. That's a real dedication to the craft and to the business. And we happy. Nothing else per se happened to you, but we just happy to see you here. So shout out to you, Head.
What's going on in London? How you closing this trip out? What's going on out there?
Oh, we're doing some dope stuff with FYI. Obviously, I just told you about the Mercedes collab and the launch of that. We're going to be doing some stuff in London as well. And also, happy birthday to Will I Am. If you're watching this Saturday, it's Will's birthday.
Happy birthday,
weekend,
Will.
So.
Oh, it's a big birthday too, right? What's he? 40, 50? One of those big
Will
ones.
I Am is actually.
I just know we're celebrating his birthday. Well, we're not. It's not like a party or anything. We're just family and friends and stuff.
Just kicking it. Will
I do love seeing DJ Hed. I met DJ Hed. Well, not really met him in person, but I met DJ Hed during the battle when he stepped out there for Kendrick. So that's how I found out. I didn't know nothing about DJ Hed then, knew nothing about him, knew nothing about Jeremy. The only person I knew of was Elliott Wilson because he did the interviews back in the day. And you can only, with artists, you can only find like interviews of them later. But as far as Hed, that's how I found out about Hed, just stepping out during the Kendrick battle. Then he joined this show. So, but also with Will I Am, I'm really gonna go back and review that episode because I got a lot to say about the episode with Will I Am up there. However, Will I Am he's on my top 5 list of overall GOATs. So I have rappers, I have journalists, I have R&B people, I have Neo Soul top 5 GOAT list. I have per se for content creation as far as like clothes, shoes. Like I have different GOATs of different things. Like even a girl list of top 5 GOATs. Like Candy Birds and stuff. So Will I Am is on my overall male GOAT list. So I'm just proud to see this partnership between Hed and Will I Am.
I am overseas, man.
Flexing. Hey, do us a favor for Will's birthday. Watch our interview.
You what's going on. What's going on? So I'm explaining to the bigger picture chat why I'm not in studio.
Hey, Hed, you're glowing right now. I feel an aura.
It's not just the tea.
Yeah, it's not just the lighting in there.
Oh, no, this is CMOS. This ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, look, I did have some gelato today, and I don't do dairy. Niggas don't really do dairy. But a nigga did dairy today, and I'm talking about I haven't been flatulent at all. This milk,
we can't go
this gelato out here is real milk. Like I haven't farted at all out here.
There you go.
And I was going like it's crazy, bro.
You might fuck around have a milkshake out there. You might go crazy out there.
Hey, speaking of race relations, we were talking about that earlier, and high tension and blood pressure. My mom did watch DJ Hed's apology. The talk to camera apology. Well, you didn't apologize. You expressed your affection towards her son and how much you, in your words, F with me. And she very much accepted it. And she said, you know what? I love that. I appreciate that. Tell DJ Hed we're all good.
Canada and the West Coast.
Canada and the West Coast. Peace treaty. Once again, yeah, on a new level.
Beautiful. I wish you would have said F with him too. That would have been hard.
Yeah, I'll get that recorded. So shout out to Mops. But yeah, so you're ready. You guys ready for the Playboy Cardi?
I was gonna say, so DJ, you know what you're missing here in America right now?
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No thank you.
It's Playboy Cardi mania, brother.
Elliott's favorite
It's running
day.
wild. Jeremy warned me about this shit. I didn't think it was real, but it looks like we're getting a Playboy Cardi album. Everybody, We Are the World's on that shit. Everybody in rap. Your guy Kendrick Lamar supposedly on the album. What's going on, man? Are we supposed to get excited about this? Am I supposed to all my fiend hate? Am I supposed to tuck all that in and embrace?
Okay, y'all. So they always record on Thursdays. Cardi album came out on Friday. So we just gonna kind of listen in to their thoughts. So for next week's episode, they're gonna definitely go into the Cardi album, but this is before the album. I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I already heard the album and I already watched the show. So we'll just talk about my thoughts and encounter with their thoughts on top of the Cardi album. Now I am able to tell you my thoughts before the Cardi album came out and my thoughts after, but I'm gonna give you my afterthoughts next week when their episode come out to see did we feel the same way. But for this week, I'm going to tell you my feelings going into the Cardi album with them.
Rap's new star? Rap's new superstar, according to Rory, Playboy Cardi.
What if he comes out and does like a boom bap rap album? Like him and Kendrick are just spitting back and forth. Look, this tweet is from 2012. He said, just cop that Kendrick Lamar. So Playboy Cardi has been a fan of K-Dot for a long time. What if he just came out spitting?
And they're saying your arch nemesis Academics got the exclusive on and said he heard the album. He said Kendrick got some bars in there that might be directed at somebody we know, man. Do you have any intel on this Kendrick Lamar guest verse of the Playboy Cardi album?
You don't say.
I like Playboy. International. He said that in Italian.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on Playboy Cardi. Do I listen to Playboy Cardi? No, I think it's demonized music. I ain't gonna keep this. I don't listen to him at all. I listen to it now because I'm more so in music. So, but I do understand his demographic of people that he does follow. But do I listen to him and Travis Scott? No, but I will in the name of music. And just giving my review and watching a show like this with hip hop and just social media being curated around hip hop at this time, just due to the battle. A person like me who share thoughts online all day in the comment section kind of have my views on how I feel about certain things, but still can be subjective. What I'm looking for in Playboy Cardi, I'm looking for him to be himself. I'm looking for Playboy Cardi to really up the BPMs. I'm looking for Playboy Cardi to do repetitive stuff like bing, 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 and Fame Me Demon by Travis Scott. So I'm looking for him to do some sort of repetitive stuff to get it in people's brains, like embedded, right? Based off what they're trying to push. So I expect from Playboy Cardi and his fan base, I expected a good album for his people. Now, I didn't hear at the time until I was watching, until it came out that Kendrick Lamar supposed to have 3 features. I didn't know nothing about Kendrick Lamar supposed to be having a feature, a disc, a nothing on the album. I just waited till the I heard Academic Stream because Academics was up, so I watched Act. So I think that's round about there or how much I heard, but I really ain't heard nothing until we really seen the cover art for it, and even still then he still didn't put the features up there. So it was just all gas like the last hour or two leading up to Playboy Cardi album that dropped. But my expectations for it is to me to really not listen to it again after 2-3 times just so I can give a music review. But after that, I'm gonna leave it up to his fan base. But after hearing it on Act, it's supposed to be Kendrick Lamar. I am gonna make sure that at the time that I did listen to it twice, to see if Kendrick Lamar was gonna be up there and what songs are he on. So of course, I waited for that.
Yeah, but I think Playboy Cardi, what we are seeing is no matter how you feel about Cardi, he is the one person who can pretty much shut down everything right now. Like he's the only person who's been teasing an album for this long that I think will live up to the hype in terms of numbers. Like I expect this to be most streamed album of the year, this is like highest selling album of the year.
So is he is he a star? He's become a star, right? I guess he's a star already, a star.
Yes.
But he's a superstar.
Yeah.
See, I don't see him as a superstar. I see him as a star.
What would it take?
I don't see him. I mean, I know the Die Lit album has all this critical acclaim, right? That's his last album, right? But I don't. What stats do we have that make him a star? Like he has a cult following that want to make him ascend him to greatness, and I get that. But I feel like that hasn't happened yet. We almost act like it's happened, and now it's like it's going to go further. But I don't see that. I don't know that it happened yet. There's not a defining record. Like I still think Magnolia is his best single he's ever put out, and that's not even him anymore. It's like Doechii with the other shit don't even really represent her anymore. So I don't know. My thing is the hype real? We're going to see like 300,000 first week. Yeah, type big boy numbers. Is this really his time?
What I will say about Cardi is, in terms of impact, he is at the very top. Like his features, right? We talk about like Fiend and Carnival. Like he has massive records that when he performs live, I've never seen anything like it.
Well,
it's not for me, right? Yeah. He's performing at Rolling Loud this weekend. You'll literally get to see 100,000 kids go absolutely insane. They've been waiting. He's one of the very few artists who I think is able to tease an album for this long, and any inclination of this album coming out, a billboard that says I am music, a tweet, a DM, like no one has this type of stop the world energy except for Playboy Cardi. Now you cannot be a fan of the music and that's fine. I just don't think we can deny that he is the superstar in hip hop right now.
Right. So along with Jeremy, I feel the same way. His music is definitely not for me. I think it's satanic. However, as I said on the 1914 podcast, on the 1914 network, which is my personal channel, that Playboy Cardi has like this cult following, and now it's like he drops like Kendrick. So Cardi don't drop a song every 6 months, every 5 months, every year. Cardi does like every 4 to 5 years. He does like Kendrick. So it's like either he's gonna come on into an album to say, hey, this changed or that changed, or he's just gonna continue growing and give us the same sounding album for what people know him to be off of what he is. Now, I will say this, because people like academics, people like Hed, Elliott, and Jeremy on this show, and watching the Joe Budden podcast, they said, hey, that new Cardi coming. Of course, we know it's coming from inside the music industry. But now that we in the midst of Kendrick and Drake, and if you yell Kendrick is on the album, more mainstream people now are going to tune in just based on what Kendrick has done in the past couple of months, per se, coming off the Super Bowl. So it's going to take a person like me, like I know who Cardi is and I don't care to touch it. However, once they tease Kendrick Lamar songs up there, a person like me that's now want to do better with journalism, going into hip hop or rap or music, period, that speak on it or at least have an opinion about it, I am going to do my due diligence to see what's on the album. So I agree with Jeremy here that at this point, his cult following is going to grow based off the inklings of having all those industry rounded people and the whispers of Kendrick Lamar potentially being on this album.
So is there a lot in line with this album where it's like sonically he has to kind of deliver to that? And also it seems like by having all the, I guess everybody, big dogs are on the album, Future, Travis, everybody you can imagine that he messes with on the album. Isn't he up in the stakes where it's like he's got to sonically just has to like impress somebody who isn't part of the cult following like myself, right?
It's interesting because I don't know how you felt about the last couple albums, Hed, but it's like they're polarizing no matter what. Like Whole Lotta Red, it was something where you listen to it, it's so different than everything that was out at the time, but now everything
that's what
sounded
Magnolia,
like
that's
that.
the debut.
No,
right?
this is the last album in 2020.
Gotcha.
It got critical acclaim and critical hate at the same time. It got people loving it and people hating it at the same time. It was very Yeezus-like, where it's like I didn't necessarily love it on first listen. I like some of it afterwards, but then you see it in real life. You see people go crazy and mosh pit to it. It's like I can't deny the impact of it.
And what was Die Lit? Which one was Die Lit?
Die Lit was before that. Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's really super critically acclaimed. Yes, DJ Hed.
Did you actually? Are like, I know you don't fuck with Playboy Cardi, right? You don't. Okay, look, you not fuck with him, or you don't like the Fiend record?
I never connected to enough of his music. Again, I liked him out the gate with Magnolia. I like that record, right? And like I get I would go through his album and I find a couple songs.
Now with Magnolia, hey, that song turned everybody up. Now, if I have a favorite song by him, Magnolia is it. Like everybody was doing remixes off that song. Hey, it had the streets going up, it had the club going up. So I can't take away, if I don't know Cardi from anything else, I know him from that song. And it had the streets turned up, the clubs was turned up, the strip clubs was turned up, regular driving down the street, it was turned up, y'all. So I understand Elliott viewpoint on what he's saying here.
I like, but I didn't think it matched up the hype of what he's building. Like I feel like again, he's built this cult following, but I don't think it's represented well enough yet with the actual music he's put out so far. I just haven't connected to it. Fiend, I'm making fun of because I feel like that's like, Travis kind of leaning on his swag, leaning on his style. Like Ye used to lean on Cudi to like have. So I made fun of that record because I feel like that's so much of a Cardi record that Travis is leaning on that style of it. So
and it's demonic.
And I didn't connect about it. I just didn't like that record. I felt like that record was overhyped. I felt like that record is like a fake turn up, like it's a forced turn up. Like, of course, if you do Fiend repetitive like that, it's like a forced turn up. It didn't feel organic to me. It didn't feel like
it's a spell.
It's not that demonic.
The word Fiend is demonic.
I mean, what's Playboy Cardi's world and media base, right? Like he's still improving in certain areas, right? As an artist, still, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think here's the thing. I think the thing is with Playboy Cardi, he has a cult following, just like Travis do, right? Mm-hmm. Same thing with even like the whole, I guess you could say vultures. Like it's its own thing. It exists in its own little world, right? The issue is probably that it's not appetizing or appealing to people outside of that bubble. So I don't want to say that it's not good because it's probably just not for me, right? Yeah. But then, I mean, he do these big ass shows.
Yeah, Rolling Loud this weekend.
And like he always said, the real metric is hard ticket sales. Like he's selling tickets.
I do think he needs a solo hit that goes a little bit more into the mainstream world for people to accept it. Because to your point, like I'm looking at his Spotify right now, right? He has Timeless with The Weeknd, he has Fiend with Travis, he has Type Shit with Future, Carnival with Kanye, and the song with Madonna and The Weeknd. Those are his top 5 streaming songs.
Yeah.
Now he does have Magnolia, Sky, and Location, which are all close to 1 billion streams. But I think if he has that one song that could do what Fiend did or do what Timeless did outside of using the feature as his solo artist song, or even if he has a feature on there, I think that would put him in a different combo in this.
I push back a little. I don't know if he's necessarily proven these hard tickets. He's proven he's the biggest festival act. Like if you do the festival, which isn't just built on buying tickets for him, but the whole group, he deserves to headline these festivals, and he galvanizes that mass group more than anybody. But I think he's announced tours and always kind of pulls back on tours. Like we haven't really seen what he can do himself on his own tour, hard ticket wise yet. There's still a mystique around it. And then I wonder with these records, do you feel like by doing the Kendrick feature or all these big features, right? Is he now sort of dabbling his toe in like trying to get that record to go to media base and like grow further as an artist? Like take the cult to another level where it's like now he's got records that can compete on all these different paradigms, whether it's media based, whether it's
yeah. I ain't sold till I get a record.
Yeah. Does he have a slap?
Because the thing is, like, I've heard people make records with people that quote unquote is going after this or going after that, trying to get into the festival world, trying to get on the radio.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you put this right person, wrong record.
Yeah.
So there's potential that Kendrick Lamar could be the right person, wrong record this week.
What EMF does, it starts to increase the amount of high beta and gamma that your brain's generating.
I think that artists often make the mistake of putting a super dope artist on a song they're passionate about and not doing the business. I know, like, I hate to. I saw somebody accusing me of being an industry guy, and I'm just like, why can't I just want the best outcome for the artist? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, like, if you take a song like, I don't get no examples, niggas be mad, but like, if you put an artist, if you go get a Beyonce feature, and you put a Beyonce on a passion record, like, oh, this is the song about, my dad. It's like, bro, put Beyonce on the shit. Like, put her on the shit that's going to get you up out of here. That's what I think.
That's why I think
so I don't know. I haven't heard none of the records. Some people ain't gonna believe me. I haven't heard none of the Playboy Cardi shit, so I don't know.
Well, that's what people say. It's almost a year since like that. So does we have another Kendrick Lamar guest verse that stops the world and makes everybody go crazy?
And that was, to me, the perfect balance of that. It was like an unexpected collab to have Kendrick and Future together. Also unexpected to have Kendrick on a song like that, and unexpected for him to rap like that on a song like that. So I think those, when you get that perfect moment, or even when Kendrick did the Rich the Kid, No Freezer record, like no one really expected that, but I think it was such a cool dynamic on that song. I would be interested to see if they do something like that. But I guess we'll know by the time the episode's out. We might have to send a live reaction of if something crazy happens.
I'm excited to hear the album.
Jeremy?
What's that?
I said you should go look into the back end of that record
to see production credits.
Which record? The Rich the Kid?
No, see if you can dig deeper in the production credits on that record.
Which record? Rich the Kid and Kendrick? That one? Let's go. See? You're talking to DJ is like a goddamn puzzle or some shit. I know. No. I hate this guy, man. From miles away, he's still annoying with this shit, man. Say what it is, nigga. Here's my favorite. I spoke to so-and-so. And then Jeremy every time is like, hey, what'd he say? And the head doesn't say shit. It's like, so okay, he spoke to him. Hey. I spoke to Tommy Richmond. I spoke to Jid. Okay, nigga, and nothing. That's all he does. I spoke to Jid. All right, what'd he say? I spoke to Tommy Richmond.
He's gonna come to LA. Okay, so I did get confirmation that the album is done. Jid did confirm.
Jid album's done. Okay,
let's go.
And this is the final version. That's that he feel like this is the one. And I said, this is what I told Jid. I said, look, bro, because we was on FaceTime. And I said, I want you, like we were having a real nigga conversation. Yeah. I'm like, look, bro,
real niggas on FaceTime.
No, I'm just saying, I want him to see my face. Like, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Don't fuck this up by trying to prove to niggas how dope you are as a rapper or trying to do too much introspective, this and that. Like, deliver a solid body of work, give us some joints on there, but rap like you want that fourth spot. Like, rap like that. And he said, I think I did it with this one. He said, he gonna fly to LA. I'll try to let y'all know. He gonna fly to LA and play the album for me. So,
all right. So that's what you had, intense FaceTime eye contact. How do you feel about that?
Look at me, Jid. Look at me.
Jid. Stop fucking around. Look at Jiddy Jid. Look at me, Jiddy Jid. Look at me, buddy.
The thing is, I don't do this shit. Like, I don't do it for content. I really think Jid is a real contender for the leader of the new pack.
That's what Jeremy's been preaching. Yes, he's ready.
I'm saying we're in alignment in that, but I'm just saying I want Jid to understand the stakes. Because if he dropped this project and it's not what people think it, or it's not what people, it doesn't take him to that level, then he drops another project, don't take him to, then everybody's gonna look at him like he's not a contender for that spot no more.
Who's got more pressure?
I want him to understand that these are the stakes, bro. Like, I know you have it in you to do it, but these are the stakes.
It's the time.
Who has the higher stakes, Playboy Cardi or Jid? They can't disappoint their fan base.
If Jid wants, Cardi's gonna always have those people, and Jid will have a core. But if Jid wants to be the guy, which I think you're right, now is the time, and I've been talking about it for a year, I think he has to actually own it, like step into it. To your point, Hed, like he actually needs to believe, like, I want this spot. This is mine to take. I have the skill level to do it. I have the records to do it, and I'm gonna stand on that all year. I'm gonna be in your face, the same way that Doechii did last year. I'm gonna be in your face. Music videos, promo. You're gonna see me everywhere. I believe in this project. I'm coming for the Grammy. Like,
that's a great point with Doechii, right? And I know we're probably gonna talk about Doechii because every time she does something, the internet goes crazy. The Doechii discourse is off the charts. But is that the thing where it's like we love to see those artists like Doechii's doing now kind of really step in their moment of like, it's my time. Like, and then all the boxes check. Like, I'm gonna get this Lauryn Hill moment. I'm gonna get all these moments because I'm manifesting it. I'm carrying myself like I'm a leader. And I'm going to get those things. We love that, right, as fans?
Can I crash for Doechii for a second instead of on the other guy? I'd rather use this.
Now, Jeremy's about to crash out. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to give my sentiments after. But watching this episode, I get it because I love Doechii too.
I am so sick of the narratives online going on about Doechii. Every time she does something good, it's, oh my gosh, where did this girl come from? She's being forced down our throats. Look at all the TDE. They think I'm a TDE shell paid to talk about Doechii. Listen, this is for you, the hater. Go to Doechii's YouTube page. And what Russ said is, if you want to see my come up, scroll down. Scroll the fuck down on Doechii's YouTube page and go back 5 years and look at her talking about quitting her job. And look at her talking about, I'm ready to quit. And look at her talking about, wait, I have a little bit of success. And I'm reading these books to get insight on how to be creative. And I'm dropping a music video. And look, I'm making the anxiety song live now that became a hit 7 years later because now I got a Grammy. Look at my journey. You can literally go watch it. Look at her have a massive smash with It Is What It Is. And everyone forgets that she has a platinum song. And then now they're like, where did she come from? Look back 3 years. She already had a platinum hit. So shut the fuck up about Doechii. She is who she is. She is the star. She deserves to be on Lauryn Hill's stage. She deserves to be everything she is. And she's the only one who's going to be a superstar this year who's really at it right now. People just forget what a superstar looks like. They forget what it was like when Travis Scott came out with Rodeo. They forget our reaction. They forget when Drake came out with Thank Me Later. Or Kendrick came out with Good Kid, Mad City. Doechii is in her moment right now, and you just forgot what it looks like because it's been 10 years since we've seen a superstar. That's how I have to say.
Yo, Hed, you leave me with this irate white boy. He's out of control, man.
Y'all, so when Jeremy was going in, I was surprised because now Jeremy be crashing, but he crashes on like the right side of things for crashing out, but never really like he would do it in a more journalistic way of crashing out. This crash out right here seemed like a personal crash out that he took offense to. So Jeremy, I'm straight rocking with you on this crash out, right? Now, with this crash out, Jeremy, you did a phenomenal job. And I want to also say that people don't know what a superstar look like anymore, or like her team just being a good job of capitalizing off this moment that everything has been so industry plant-ish and girls just getting on quick and they shooting to the top. Like you don't know what authentic look like no more, right? But also on the piggyback to help Jeremy with this case, this is also saying that like the girls didn't claim her as, oh, this is the girl and she's gonna be on top. Doechii is different. That's another argument about to come out. Watch this hot take. Doechii is different from a Nicki, a Lotto, a Glorilla, and Sexy Red, right? Doechii is the closest thing to Nicki Minaj, except Nicki Minaj don't really dance like that and do choreography. I'm not saying she's better than Nicki Minaj. I still think that when they sing, their pitches are two different voices. Like you know a Nicki Minaj singing voice and a Nicki Minaj rap voice versus a Doechii rap voice. So would you put them all in the same category by default? Yes, but Doechii is very, very different in the versatile of a Nicki Minaj, and I think that actually Doechii actually has a component of adding choreography and actually dancing on stage within the choreography. With her, so I give her a 1-up on Nicki in that department. So you would check off the boxes. Nicki has everything else but the dancing within the choreography thing. I'm not saying she's better than Nicki, because I'm a barb too. But what I'm saying is that Doechii has a different style and different features to make her a whole body. And what people saying that, oh, they seeing Doechii at the fashion shows and they trying to push her in her face, but it's just her team being strategic. And people are calling up for opportunities because they look at Doechii as a muse. So to further stand on where Jeremy's at, they don't know what a real organic superstar look like because the industry has been pushing plants for so long that you can't tell a real. Back in 2015, when Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and all of them came out, you can tell the organic with the BET ciphers. See, we had more things to show. We had the ciphers. We had the different things. Even with Nicki Minaj being on Young Money Records. 106 in Park. It was more things back in the day to say, hey, is he really this person in real life? And those are the components that we are missing today to say, hey, can they really do this in real life? All we see is edited content all day, or them boosting up posts, or them being on stage saying, hey, hey, and shake their butt to the song. You don't know what a real organic, I'm not using the word, you don't know what a real organic girl looked like that really started from the bottom, started from the trenches, started in her bedroom. They don't know what organic look like no more, because social media, quote, the algorithm and everything so manufactured that the music industry had manufactured so many fake women. I don't want to say bitches, but they manufactured so many girls and making them to be something that you don't know what organic look like no more. So, Jeremy, I'm definitely clipping this and sending this out. I think y'all gonna agree with me.
Crazy right now, man.
How's that for a weird take? Hey, how's that for a weird take?
His body was shaking, and not like that awkward shit when you do the awkward shit. His body was like shaking like a real nigga. It's mad.
It's not like a Canadian crash.
Man. Huh? That was a good
like a Canadian crash.
That's a solid Canadian crash.
And that message was not sponsored by TDE. There you go. That was straight from the desk of Jeremy Hecht.
Okay, so why do you think that, not pulling back, amazing, I agree with you 100%. I appreciate the crash out. Why do you think, what fuels this sort of Doechii discourse, you think? Is it all affects the TDE and Drake's and all that stuff, or is it its own thing? Like, what do you think it is that it's such a constant no matter what, we can't escape it?
It's a few things. When you look at Ice Spice and the lack of
they made Ice Spice bring it back. Ice Spice brought it back, man.
The lack of backlash that Ice Spice got for popping up out of nowhere and being everywhere, backlash, but not like this. That's interesting to me. But then I think it is this weird divide where it's like the battle just divided everything. And what I hate is there's certain people using the terms like Doechii and Kendrick are making woke hip hop or freedom hip hop. First of all, that term woke was used as an empowerment term and was co-opted by a different movement to be used as a slur later on. So the fact that people are using it to me is crazy. But the fact that they can't accept that people can make fun music and have some depth to it, same point that I was saying about Kendrick, is the most annoying part. And I don't think these people care that much. I think they just like to pick a side and stick to it no matter what. I don't think that these people are even listening enough to Doechii to really understand. What do you think? Like, why do you think like there's so much backlash to this woman's success?
It wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for that little tiny little thing that happened last year. Because of the relation, you guilty by association. It's just like what y'all said about me. It's like y'all probably not invited to the cookout or whatever the fuck y'all do up north, Jeremy Hecht.
The candidate cookout.
Since y'all want to give me back on this, then I think that's probably what it has to do with the proximity to that whole situation, because they're just looking for anything. They're just looking for anything to hate on that comes from that direction. So to me, what was interesting, that's not even the worst thing to me. The worst thing to me is not giving Doechii her credit for the creative and artist that she is, because it's almost like a slap in the face to dopeness, if that makes sense. Like it's like for being dope, it's like you get rewarded. Elliott said when we were discussing the Super Bowl and we were discussing the Super Bowl and we were discussing the charts, and Elliott said, "To the victor go the spoils." Dot won the battle, blah blah. Rightfully so, he should reap all the benefits of that. But Doechii put in the work. Doechii's dope. She's amazing. She's fucking fire. She should reap the benefits of doing so. I think the latter of what you said, though, Heck, I don't think that people forgot what a superstar looked like. I think that people forgot what it takes to be one, because they're not willing. I think it's a lot of people sitting in the stands critiquing the players like we do, except the difference is we play. And I think that's what it is. The stands have gotten louder than the actual people who do the thing. Like you might have, let's give me a number, a random number. Let's say 5 million people online hitting on Doechii. Those 5 million people's voices are louder than the person that's supposed to be critiquing Doechii. And that's the difference that we have nowadays, right? So the fans, it's 20,000 people in the arena watching Bronny James play, but Stephen A is the one who's critiquing him, right? But then the voices of the 20,000 are louder than Stephen A. But the 20,000 people never understood basketball a day in their life. They're just there to watch the game, or they loved the game, or they see LeBron, whatever the case. Maybe they got free tickets, whatever. I think that the crowd's noise have started to convolute the actual conversations, the fruitful conversation, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like if you put a microphone in front of every single person watching the game, and then those people could be heard.
And I think with the sports analogy too, like I feel like we love
that analogy right there is perfect. And take it from a person like me, like those people are within the music industry and know what's going on. Do you have a person like me that just recording, that got a microphone and going to agree or disagree with them, and my voice potentially could be higher or louder than those actually in the industry and what they're looking for and critique it? Whether I stood by Jeremy's opinion or not, that's very much true in what's going on today.
When artists like have momentum and then making the right moves, and like Kendrick's doing it. This is another good move he's done. Doechii's making these moves. She's gonna do the tiny desk. She's gonna smoke it. She's gonna do this. The Lauryn Hill moment, like I put it up. I think she acknowledged it on Twitter and stuff. Like that's huge. Like Lauryn Hill's not the pass the torch type. Talk about what does it mean to pass the torch, but to even give that moment of like that co-sign felt very more special than I'm sure she's had other female artists on stage with before, but she was clearly saying that this girl deserves her moment, and I'm bringing her out and I'm giving her that like you're the future type of moment. Like no matter what, whether it's clear passing the torch or not. you earn those moments. Like, obviously, I'm sure she admired Lauryn Hill and dreamed of that type of moment. And then to finally have that, we applaud people when they make the right moves. And because we're veterans, we've seen these artists come and go. When you recognize greatness, you should acknowledge it beyond all the politics. And like somebody making good moves and continually being consecutive with their moves and strategic, we applaud that.
Yeah, and she brought Samara Sin on stage. She brought Doechii on stage. She brought a couple other artists, Maddie Wells. She brought people on stage that night. And I think it was really just Lauryn Hill's taste of who she believes in and who she sees being the future.
Yeah.
Now,
and what they represent. What these women represent.
Like, I tweeted that. I said something about, like, get off of Twitter and you look in real life. And while you guys are critiquing Doechii's sexual orientation because of a joke she made based on Denial is a River lyrics, where she literally said that she was dating a guy who ended up being on the DL and being gay, and she found that out. And so her dad had to get on Twitter. Like, I didn't even know anything about Doechii's dad. Doechii's dad had to get on Twitter and be like, guys,
Papa Doechii?
He's literally like he didn't say it, but he's basically like, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? She has a whole verse where she's like, I was dating a guy, turns out he was gay. She's making a joke about it. She's not trying to come for all straight men and all of, put agendas out there, like, calm down. But to the Lauryn Hill point, I tweeted that she passed the torch or passed the crown to Doechii. I got a lot of people being like, she doesn't have the crown to pass it. You're forgetting about the queen. I'm like,
now I will say on that term there, and the reason why so many people did take offense to it, regardless of not, but we gotta understand it's the algorithm. It's called rage baiting. It's controversy. Although she having fun, they only seen the clip. So, and we all know, not even to be funny, it is an attack on heterosexual men. It's an attack on masculine straight men, and people got a problem with that. I got a problem with that too, actually. But if you watch the whole clip, she won't saying that. But if you clip it the way that they clipped it, oh yeah, I can understand why people got a problem with it. And we didn't ask Doechii for that. We just asked her to sing, rap, and do her songs. So on both fences, I see both sides.
I'm not saying that.
Who has a crowd to pass it?
Well, the Barbs were
Nika, yeah.
But what this was a personal preference. Like, if you have a stage, Elliott Wilson has a stage, and you want to put on who you think is the future, you have every right to do that. And those people have every right to be on that stage and do what they do best. And I thought that the moment was nothing more than that.
Yeah, I forgot about what did you make of the dating red flag controversy head of the in the life of
Doechii? Shout out to DJ Miss Milan too. But I think that, again, remember, if you go back to previous episodes, like the bigger picture.
We need a compilation.
I don't watch that show. Fuck that show.
Apparently nobody does. The internet.
Only academics. And Rory.
God bless them. But if you go back to previous episode, I actually brought that up where I was talking about, like, we look at these artists to be something that they're not. Don't look at her to be a political figure to make politically correct statements. She was talking shit. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, she's talking shit. I didn't even take it serious.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it like she's using her platform to besmirch heterosexuality and like, bro, what the fuck are you talking, bro? She just, you know what I'm saying? She a Florida girl. They gonna talk shit. Apparently, a lot of these niggas have been to Florida. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Florida before. I didn't talk to Florida girls before. They talk shit, bro.
Different.
DJ Hed, what is your dating red flag? The streets want to know.
The number one, I don't like annoying any woman that disturbs my peace is automatic red flag for me. And my peace could be fluid.
All right, y'all. So today, right now, we're going to go ahead and stop right here, and then we're going to pick up later on. But I just did want to come and let you know I at least create content around the bigger picture. I will officially do a review every single week of their episode because I really, really enjoy their content. But right now, I actually got to go up and go to my second job, y'all. It's real out here. So I'm logging off now. It's 6:30 p.m. Got to be to work at 7. So we're going to do the other half of it. Potentially maybe when I get home tonight. Or I may just stop right here and just do a mini review. This is going to be like, per se, the intro of it. And we'll do a full episode next week. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take what I did put down today, which is like 41 minutes of it, and we're gonna end it here. And then for the following week, next Saturday, we're gonna do a full episode of the bigger picture. So, all right, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Deja Radcliffe 1. Also follow my sports podcast over there at the 1914 Network. It's the 1914 podcast on the 1914 Network with myself as your host, Deja Radcliffe. So see you later.